the unofficial podcast of the Memphis Express, bringing you news, stories, videos, and so much more. This is Express and Gold. Welcome to the show, Flight Crew. This is your captain speaking. My name is Daniel, and as always, I'm accompanied by my co-pilot, Michelle.
Yo, we recorded that 4 times. It took us 4 times to get that right.
But the 4 times a charm, right?
Yep. And I was upgraded to co-pilot, not co-host.
No, you're promoted. Listeners, you have been upgraded to first class seats.
Woo, woo, woo.
Thank you so much for joining us week after week. We have so much fun doing this. Big announcement.
Big announcement.
We have reached 1,500 followers on Twitter.
Holy shit.
So it's really surreal to have this kind of support and this kind of like people that actually care about what we have to say.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I know personally, like I've been trying to grow my private Instagram following for a long time now. And it took me a real long time to reach 1,500. So you getting it super quick is awesome.
It just shows the passion and support that we have for the Express.
And the league as a whole, because I know that you have a lot of followers that follow the league in general. So
yeah, that is very much true. Yeah, and just like growing all over the place. Because like this past week, we hit 500 likes on Facebook, on the Facebook page.
Oh, sweet.
I think we got over 100 members in the Flight Crew Facebook group.
No way.
Yeah, we just reached over 400 followers on Instagram, which I do need to do more on Instagram.
Yeah, a little bit.
And we're like knocking on the door at 150 subscribers on YouTube, which is crazy because of how little actual video we put up.
Yeah.
But hey.
And people are watching. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of videos, I think we should take this time to call Dan out as a badass because he posted some really awesome videos to our channel this week.
I've been trying to get into like video editing, and the Express has been sending out like these media packages with interviews and highlights from training camps. I've been piecing them together, make these little movies, and not to brag too much, but I'm pretty proud of them.
They're pretty awesome. So if you haven't checked them out already, go to our YouTube channel and you'll see the awesome videos there.
Just type in memphisaaf.com/YouTube and it'll take you right there.
And that segues us into our first topic, training camp.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
So last week we brought you a bunch of highlights. Today we're going to go a little bit quicker. So last Friday, I think, did we talk about the show that there's supposed to be a joint practice with the Legends?
I think so.
Okay. Well, if we did, that was canceled due to weather.
Oh, yeah.
Did we talk about that?
I think so.
Okay. Well, that was postponed until yesterday. Not sure exactly how it went, but we got some good highlights from there. So to kick things off, we're just going to be brief with this. I don't know if you guys really want all the details. If you do, let us know, and we'll power through it. But on Monday, the defense had a great day. Really showed up and set the tone for all of that.
Yeah, they broke up some passes, right?
Yeah. So while the offense had a good start during the goal line offense drill, the defense really stiffened up and kind of put a stop to it. So one thing I do want to mention.
Please mention it.
We criticized the team a little bit for the signing of the running back, Corden Moog.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Either that was a mistake and they weren't supposed to list him as a running back, or they heard our podcast and realized that wasn't a great idea.
They definitely listened to our podcast and realized that wasn't a great idea. That's definitely it.
It's got to be. Regardless, he is now a tight end.
What's the difference? Wait. He was a running back?
Yeah.
Oh, I know the difference.
Okay.
Don't ask me to explain it. Running back runs. Tight end is kind of like multi-talented, right?
A tight end is like a combination between wide receiver and offensive lineman.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it's going to sound like, oh, I knew that, but I really did.
Mm-hmm. And then Josh Jasper. Okay, so it's official. He is the kicker, not punter. So we can put that speculation to bed.
You put that baby to bed.
I'm sure that was keeping us up at night.
It definitely was keeping me up at night. Have you not seen me? I've been exhausted for months now, not knowing the answer to the question.
That's just because you stay up till 8 a.m.
Okay, well, that's a different story.
He connected on all 4 field goal attempts. First 2 from 20 yards out and the second from 27.
Okay, that's not that far.
When you say it out loud, you realize that, okay, I mean, I would be disappointed if he missed those.
You're right, because records for kickers is like 50 and up. So 23 and 27, he better be making those stupid field goals. All right, so it looks like on Tuesday, the offense, especially the quarterbacks, got their shit together, and they performed really well. As I'm looking at the notes, again, we're not going to read all of this detailed information, but it's looking like Troy Cook and Zach Mettenbake Cheeseburger had some really great days, some successful passes. And Troy Cook and Brandon Silvers fared the best in 2-minute offense. So that's really exciting.
Yeah. And then just another defensive highlight was the cornerback Malik Boynton. He intercepted a pass on the final play to preserve the shutout. So good showing by the defense again.
Now, I'm curious about him because I saw the Express. I think they like tweeted or shared on Instagram a video with him.
Yes.
So it really, I didn't watch it, but it makes me wonder, like, I'll bet he's staying on if they're promoting him and marketing him and his abilities or whatever that was about.
Maybe, but I mean, just the fact that he's got this determination. Like, to watch the video, he's been through a lot, and the fact that he's like still going at it, still chasing his dream, it really shows the passion, the determination that he was a tryout signing. He went to tryouts and he was signed from tryouts.
Wow. I'll definitely have to go watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like Wednesday they had no pads on during practice, and the quarterbacks were really able to show out because there was no pass rushing going on.
The reason they did go without pads is because the following 2 days were joint practices. One with the Legends, one with the Stallions. And Singletary wanted to make sure the guys were fresh and like 100%. Don't have to do like injuries or soreness going into these so they can really get a good practice playing these other teams.
I was actually about to ask you why they would do that, because of course quarterbacks are going to show out when they don't have pads on, and that's not how games are going to be. And games are going to be fully padded and everything, and there's going to be all the rules in place. So, okay, thank you for explaining that. I didn't even ask.
And yesterday was the first joint practice that the Express have had.
With the Legends?
That's right. Not sure exactly. There's no real information about how they perform comparatively. Obviously, they're showing the good parts, so it'd be interesting to know what exactly kind of happened.
Yeah, didn't you show me there was like a series of 3 pictures of some sort of interception in the joint practice?
Yeah. That was cornerback Justin Martin. He finished the day by going up and intercepted a fade pass in the end zone.
Fade pass?
So, how to explain this? Essentially, in the corner of the end zone, you kind of throw the ball up, and a big body receiver kind of go over the defender and catch it.
Why is it called fade pass?
Do you know what a fade shot is in basketball?
No.
So essentially, like, whenever you shoot, you jump backwards. So you fade away from the defender.
Okay.
And they can't get in front of you because, like, you're moving away from them.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. The receiver is jumping away from the defender and falling backwards as he goes up to catch.
Oh.
Really difficult, but really difficult to defend.
Okay, cool. Thanks for explaining that. You explained that really well.
Heyo. So following that turnover, Brandon Silvers found Pig Howard inside the...
Howard?
Pig Howard? That's his nickname.
Oh, okay.
His first name is Alton. His nickname is Pig.
Sure.
From Tennessee.
Okay.
Connected with him inside the 5, which set up Kenny Hilliard to run it in for a touchdown.
Way to go, Kenny Hilliard.
Boom.
So what's going on today with the Express when this podcast comes out on Friday?
Be another joint practice, this time with the Stallions.
Ooh, interesting. Any thoughts of how that would go? Do you know anything about the Stallions? I know nothing about the Stallions, except for the fact that they're in Salt Lake. Their colors are blue and gray and white, and their logo or mascot's a stallion. That's all I know.
I think that's really all that matters. No. There is one.
Oh, there's one?
We interviewed Christian Love on the podcast early on last year.
Uh-huh.
He signed with them.
Last year.
I mean, I say last year, but it was a couple months ago.
Right, but still last year.
Like last year was 3 weeks ago.
Well, okay. Speaking of weeks, how many more weeks of training camp?
So 2 weeks.
Wait, oh my God. How far are we out from the first game of the season?
3 weeks.
Oh my God. I need gear. We need things. I'm not ready.
So tomorrow will be the 3-week mark before the very first game of the season. And Sunday is going to be 3 weeks from the season opener for the Express.
Wow.
3 weeks.
That's so crazy. All right. So what is the first inaugural game of the season? Because I know we play on Sunday.
I'm pretty sure it's the Commanders and Fleet.
Ah.
Yeah.
Where are they playing?
Hell if I know.
Do we know? It'll be on somewhere, right? TV app, something. What? All right. What's up with the app?
Sometime this month.
Oh, God. I'm tired of hearing that.
No definitive date. Hopefully, whenever we interview Cochet, he can shed some light on that.
Nice little plug there. We'll be interviewing Memphis Express team president Cochet Irby sometime in the next week.
Hopefully. Still trying to set up a date and time to get that taken care of, but we should be able to go and visit the office and get a tour and sit down and talk to the team president.
No one will be there because I'll be out delivering tickets within 30 minutes or less.
I think that ends this week.
Oh, okay. I'll be running around. Tickets. I need tickets.
If you have any questions for Cochet, send them in. Help us out.
Yeah.
What should we ask him? What do you want to know about him? Obviously, we got to talk about the conspiracy between him and the WWE and the XFL and what that means for the AAF.
Conspiracy Corner.
Dun, dun, dun. We don't have any fancy music, but we do have. And then we're also sometime soon going to have Jacob Wittersheim back on the show.
Widershine?
Wittersheim? Is it?
Is it Wittersheim?
Damn it. Again? We're never going to get his name right. We're going to have Jacob back on the show, VP of Tickets and Operations, to talk about the parking situation and what's going on with that and tailgating, blah, blah, blah. But we do know there will be tailgating.
Hell yeah. My first ever tailgate.
So the team announced on Twitter, and I'm assuming all other social media platforms, that there will be a tailgate competition on the home opener.
I have questions.
Okay.
What does this mean? Who is in charge? I'm super competitive and I don't want to lose this competition. But number one, I won't be there. I know. I won't be at the home opener. But like, who's in charge? What's happening? Can I help? Because I just want to win.
I don't know. Maybe you should call Devin.
Oh, okay. Is she in charge of it?
Yeah. If you have questions or if you want to register for the competition, you can contact account executive Devin at 901-425-1427.
I'm going to slide right into those DMs.
Or email her at devin.amar@aaf.com. Devin, DEVIN .AMAR @AAF.com.
All right.
But what is exciting is that there is a special package. So you get the 2 season tickets, which is 10 tickets for the season, and 2 parking spots for $200.
2 parking spots?
Yes.
What do you need 2 parking spots for?
So you can have a great tailgate celebration, party, whatever you called it.
I know I won't be there for the first game, but we need to hang out with someone during their tailgate because we don't have a vehicle to do such tailgate with.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be there. I want to hang out.
All right, guys. Who's going to be tailgating and whose party can we crash?
All of them?
We can make the rounds.
Let's do it.
Hit us up. Will you be tailgating and what are you going to be doing for the competition? Are you going to be competing in the competition?
You better.
That's a big question.
Yeah. We gotta show up and show out.
For sure. I'm excited.
What else we got today?
So a little self-promotion. Should we get into it? I guess more. I mean, this entire show is all about us.
As it should be.
If you want to support the show and really help us make this as best as possible, because we want to go to the away games, we want to be able to cover everything we can. And if you want to help us achieve that dream, we have a merch store now.
Ooh, I knew that last week we said that it was coming.
Yeah, I sat down, finally did it. It was frustrating, but it's done. So MemphisAF.com/merch will take you to our Teespring store where we can get hoodies and shirts and leggings because they offer that for whatever reason.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
Damn. That's some badass merch.
Yep.
Oh my God, I want the hoodie and the leggings and the long sleeve tee. Oh, I want it all. Can you change the color or is it all navy blue? Not that the navy blue is bad. I love the navy blue.
So I can't change the color in like the storefront, but if you click on any of the listings, there are several color options. So I went with the basics: black, blue, red, silver, and white on a lot of them.
I like the hoodie. I surprisingly like it. I think that our logo stands out against the gray.
Yeah, my personal favorite is the gray hoodie. Looks really good.
I want one.
Well, you got to buy it. Anyway, if you want to buy it, go to MemphisAF.com/merch, like I said. Or now here's the cool part. We're going to be making exclusive shirts for our patrons.
Right. And become a patron so I can afford a hoodie. I want a hoodie.
And if you want to be a patron and get these exclusive designs, we announced it on the episode last week. And Robert.
Yeah, that's at Rob Graphics on Twitter.
Yeah, he's the one that designed our logo. He heard us talking about that and got really excited. So he started throwing out ideas to have regular exclusive shirts for the Patreon, some kind of crossovers like Star Wars. So he's going to be coming up with some really cool designs. So if you want to get these, head on over to MemphisAF.com/Patreon and you can support us there and get some cool shit.
And as soon as we get the first exclusive design done, we'll post it on like Instagram and Twitter so you can see what you get when you become a patron.
Yeah.
And for those of you who aren't patrons, maybe it'll tempt you to become one.
Enough advertisement, enough self-promotion. Let's get back to what matters most, and that is the Memphis Express. The Memphis Express has a team reporter.
All right.
It's like the beat reporter you get with the NFL. It's a person who is specifically assigned to the team to cover the goings-on of the team.
All right. Who is this guy? Does he listen to our show?
I don't know. Hey, if you're listening, let us know.
What's their name?
Dylan Rubino.
All right.
And he's been putting out a lot of great articles on the Express website.
Okay. From homeless to the Express? All right, I got to look out this info from Malik Boynton. All right, what is Dylan's info for Twitter?
At Dylan J. Rubino. Dylan spelled Dylan, the letter J, Rubino. If you want to stay up to date on what's happening with the Memphis Express, because he's got inside access that we don't, which, whatever. He doesn't have our personality. But if you want to follow him, there you go. And if you want to follow Malik, because he is a really cool guy, you can follow him on Twitter at like to live, LIK, the number 2, LIVE. All right, next up on the agenda is healthcare. We all know the importance of taking care of yourself. So this is your reminder to go to the doctor and
Don't take bullshit vitamins.
get checked up.
Only take vitamins if your doctor tells you that you need them, because otherwise they're just bullshit. They don't actually do anything.
And even more important than going to the doctor to help you with your health goals are essential oils. Now I'm running a deal on my essential oils.
Oh my God. No. You mean your
Just $5.99.
snake oil bullshit?
I do have snake oil.
No, you don't.
Oiled from an actual snake.
No,
an
you don't.
anaconda.
Okay. Let's get back to the AAF and health. What you got?
Okay, so healthcare, actually. The AAF is providing healthcare for players.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Is the XFL?
I don't know. I haven't asked them.
Maybe we should whenever we have Vince McMahon on the show.
Yeah, he should be coming on any day now. Vince, have your people contact our people. We'll get this set up.
Okay.
So the Legends have signed a deal. I don't know if they signed a deal. I don't know what the wording is. They have partnered with Emory Healthcare.
Emory, as in the university?
Is Emory a university?
It is. It's a university in Georgia.
Then that would make total sense.
The Memphis Express has a similar arrangement with, is it Campbell Clinic?
I think so, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm wondering if this is going to be like where the players can go and get checked up, or just like their healthcare provider, or if it's just more like the team trainers and like the doctors for the team, like during practice and game day and whatnot.
So what does that mean for the Express, though?
Well, I guess my question is, like, we know that the AAF will not be handling the concussion protocol, and they're outsourcing that to like a third party provider.
Okay.
I'm wondering if these are the providers that Emory is going to be handling the concussion issues for the Legends, and if Campbell Clinic is taking care of the Express. So there you go.
Hashtag news.
But it is exciting to actually see the players being taken care of in this way.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that they got a third party to take care of the concussion protocol. And like, I guess my assumption is all game day health things.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool that they're doing it third party so that it's not that team or league themselves saying like, you need to get back out there, you're fine or something.
Because obviously, like, it's in the league's best interest for no injuries to happen. But by passing it on to somebody else,
it lessens liability on their end, doesn't it?
That, and they can't like sweep it under the rug and not take care of the players because they're trying to save face and save money.
NFL.
Well, yeah. So the fact that there's somebody else that's in charge of this, essentially, like, that is no longer a possibility.
Yeah.
Moving on.
What else we got in the news front, Daniel?
The return of the one and only Zach Stacy.
Yeah.
You don't know who he is?
I know the name. He played in the NFL.
He did.
For the Rams.
Yeah, for a time.
And he got cut.
He got replaced by Todd Gurley.
Well, still cut.
I'm just saying, it's not like he washed out or anything. He was just...
Well, obviously, he's playing for the Express. He's not washed out.
I guess the point I'm making, it's not like they had to replace him. They just landed one of the best running backs of our generation.
He's back. Where did he go? Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
So apparently he failed his physicals, according to the Alliance doctors.
Okay.
Apparently he has an ankle injury that they said wasn't strong enough for him to play.
Okay.
Which is interesting, at least when you consider like he was cleared by NFL doctors and he played in the CFL, but then
the AAF doctors didn't approve him.
Right. So either like maybe the AAF is even more cautious and more strict about player health, that they have higher standards than the NFL or the CFL, or maybe he re-injured it and
who knows, but he's back.
He's back and he's balling out.
Cool.
Good chance he's a starter.
All right.
Backed up by Kenny Hilliard.
I can dig it.
And apparently we've got like a really good running back squad.
Really?
I think so.
All right.
So it'd be interesting to see how that kind of plays out.
Is Fabian Guerra a running back?
He's a wide receiver who is also a standout.
Yeah, I've heard his name a lot. So
yeah, him, Reese Horn, and
haven't heard that name as much.
He's in like pretty much every day when the Express announces like the highlights of the day. Like Reese Horn is listed at least one time.
Okay.
So yeah, feeling pretty good about that.
So speaking of standout performers, how are you feeling about the quarterbacks now that we have another week of training camp under our belts?
Since we're not actually in San Antonio, it's really hard to kind of figure that out, see what's going on.
Yeah, but I feel like you have some thoughts. You always have some thoughts.
Well, based on like what the team is putting out, there seems to be a clear winner so far.
Are you talking about the Met Show?
I'm not basing on the Met Show, but that is a nice little program being put out by the Express.
So for those of you who are not aware, the Met Show is a short little interview show put on with Zach Met and Bacon Cheeseburger as the host. And he's interviewing guys on the team.
Yeah. there's 2 episodes out so far, so check out the Express social media if you want to watch that.
He's really personable and it's funny. Like, I was surprised. Well, I mean, when you've got Troy dead in the eyes cook versus this charismatic guy, like, obviously he's going to look great by comparison. But in my mind, if they're doing programming based around him, it makes me think that he's at least going to make the team.
Yeah, but I'm not really basing my assessment on the Met show.
You don't think he's going to make the team?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, my assessment isn't based on the fact that they're creating content with him.
All right, what are you thinking?
So when it comes to the highlights, it's like the quarterback that's listed the most, seems to be standing out the most, is Madden Bacon Cheeseburger.
Yeah, definitely.
It just seems like he's performing the best out of the quarterbacks.
But he was picked up last.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's really perplexing.
Yeah. Maybe there's something in his attitude. Maybe getting picked last like showed he has to prove himself and it kind of pissed him off, and now he's balling out and he's coming around. Maybe they see something in him and maybe he's just a better quarterback.
Maybe he's picked up the system.
Maybe. But based on that, I think he's going to be starter.
If nothing else, it's just fun to get an inside look and get to know him better.
Oh, for sure. As far as like it goes with the Express, the only other exposure we've had to him was the quote unquote attitude. I hesitate to use that word, but like at the draft, he clearly was not in a good mood.
Yeah, but it's hard to be.
Obviously, you go expecting to be the number 1 pick for the Express. Everybody's thoughts are like he's going to be day 1 starter, but then you go to the 4th round. Not only did the Express pass on you, every single team passed on you.
Yeah.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah. It was not good.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
And especially to be the last person up in that room, waiting for your name to be called, hoping you don't go the entire draft. And then you got to walk across the stage, put on a happy face when you're just like disappointed.
Yeah.
I get it. But it seems like that's all behind him because he is quite personable in his social media programming. What would you call that? The Met show.
Yeah. I was really hoping that in one of the shows he'd say, "I'm Zach Met and Bacon Cheeseburger."
Oh, that'd be the
I was
coolest.
like so hoping for it. If the team is listening, can you please have him call himself Zach Met and Bacon Cheeseburger on the next episode of the Met Show?
If you do nothing else for us, just do this one thing. Embrace the name.
And Troy Dead in the Ice Cook.
Yes.
That one works too.
Anyway, back to the QB depth, how I'm feeling. I think Madden Bacon Cheeseburger is starting.
Okay.
Backed up by Troy Cook.
All right.
3rd string is going to be...
Brandon Silvers?
Yes.
Because I haven't seen hardly anything by Hackenberg.
His name is like mentioned that like he threw the pass, but not like he did well. Like his name is hardly ever mentioned. So either that's, except during the practice where they didn't have pads when all the quarterbacks did well, then his name is mentioned. And like I think 1 or 2 other times, but like overall, he isn't mentioned nearly as much as the other 3 guys.
Yeah, for sure.
But we could be wrong.
It's happened before.
What? When?
Like once, maybe twice.
I'll give you once.
All right, so we did actually get some big news this week when it comes to the AAF. Tell us all about it, Daniel.
Yeah, we finally know all the game times.
Woohoo!
So actually, there was a little bit of conversation on Twitter because we don't know what to call it. Because in the NFL, you say kickoff time or like the kickoff is whenever, blah, blah, blah. You can't say that in the AAF because...
They're not kicking off the ball.
Yeah.
It's a coin toss and then someone just starts with possession, right?
Yeah, I think the Shipyard is calling it the give 'em. Because after the coin toss, you give them the ball.
Makes sense.
So that's our weekly mention of the Shipyard.
There's your one. For the Express, we could call it takeoff.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was kind of funny because when we got game times, Dan was in the middle of working and he's like, "I need you to make a graphic for me, like right now." And I was like, okay. So then I made a graphic of the season and game times and everything. And then later that afternoon, after Dan had posted it, we realized that we didn't put, what was it, like the dates of the game.
Right.
It was just the teams and the start time. No idea what the dates were.
And there's no discernible order. So you didn't even know like which one was week 1 and week 2. You knew week 1, obviously top left. But from there, you went down.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, is it like you don't know which one's week 2 and moving forward?
It wasn't great.
So
Dan came and fixed it though
I saved the day
with a fucking badass wallpaper. If you go check out, it's on all of our social media, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go check out social media somewhere, anywhere. You'll see the wallpaper Dan made with the Express schedule. Is the whole schedule or just the Express schedule? Just the Express.
Just the Express.
Yeah.
Who cares about everybody else?
Yeah, so go check it out. It's really cool. It's got our logo.
Yeah, and I'll also put it in the show notes. So if you want to check it out there, just go to memphisaaf.com/24.
24.
We do this every week.
I know, but it's crazy. I mean, we started this in what, May?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's
Wow.
insane. It's
Oh,
been,
no, it might have been like June.
Well, either way, like 6 months.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Oh, and I got some bad news.
Uh-oh.
So in the time that we've been recording this, somebody unfollowed me on Twitter. So now we're at $14.99.
How rude.
I know.
I'm sure you'll get one back.
I hope so. What if
They
I'm
always-
just stuck at $14.99 forever?
They always come back for more.
Wait, back to 1500.
Woohoo! They changed their mind. It was an accident. They didn't mean to.
No, they unfollowed. They're dead to me. I don't know who it is, but you're dead to me.
Oh, wow.
But Michael Brooks came in to save the day
All right. Way to go, Michael Brooks.
at Mini Agent CB1. So, hey, give him a thanks by following him. I think that's it for this week.
I think it's time to prepare for, what's it called?
Put your tray tables up, everybody.
We're making our descent. Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. Prepare for descent.
Is that what it is?
Prepare for landing.
Wow, you can tell we fly a lot.
Yes, we don't fly at all. So to wrap it up, shout it out, put a bow on it, follow us on social media, become a patron, and you get exclusive merch. And do we have any producers we need to shout out this week?
Yes. Our executive producer is Rodrigo Villagomez.
All right.
You might remember him from the Lions Football Podcast that we were a guest on way back when.
Definitely.
So be sure to check him out. Our
Check the podcast out. I mean, I guess you can check him out too, but
yeah,
we're endorsing the podcast here.
we can endorse him. He's a pretty cool guy.
Wouldn't you
I
just,
don't know if he's single. I mean, check him out. I'll see. What's up? Our producers are Andrew Martin, Brian Winslop, Joe Van Dalstum, and Zachary Garten. Thank you so much for supporting the show.
if you would like to be a producer and get a shout out like these, make sure you go to memphisaaf.com/Patreon.
And that is it for us. Thank you so much for flying Express and Goal, and we will see you next week.
Get 'em out.
I feel like this episode could not have the explicit tag.
I definitely said fuck at least once.